Hey, what's up? It's Kyle, and I just wanted to come on here to talk a little bit about my 2023. The last time I did one of these talking videos was at the end of last year, so I thought it would be appropriate to do the same thing now. I'm just here to review what's happened and to talk about where I am at in life. I think ultimately I didn't meet every goal I had for myself this year, but compared to where I was last year, it's been a major improvement. I think the big focus for me this past year has been my personal mental health. Without getting into too much detail, the majority of 2022 and the transition into 2023 was very rough for me. I was struggling a lot with my emotions and just feeling like I didn't have the closure that I needed. It really affected my everyday life as I felt like I couldn't do anything without feeling depressed. I mentioned in my video last year that I lost motivation to even do the things I was passionate about. This fight with my feelings was a major roadblock in my life that I needed to resolve. Thankfully, I was given the opportunity to talk it out with the other person involved in a mature fashion, and they graciously took their time to listen to my side. I was able to hear their side as well, which was helpful in understanding each other's positions. This happened relatively early on in the year, and for me, it was the start of my healing. It's inevitable that occasionally there are remnants from this whole ordeal that remind me of my sadness, but compared to where I was last year, I'm in a much better state of mind. The hurt that I felt from this situation hasn't necessarily gone away completely, but I hope with time I can fully heal and get back to living life at its fullest. Something else I feel that was really significant to me was actually listening to music. There's something so comforting about listening to songs that you can relate to, or music that makes you feel a certain type of way. I think this year I listened to more music than I have in my entire life, and honestly it made a huge difference in healing my mental as well as keeping me going. One of the artists that I'd like to highlight that I related to a lot was Leve. Her music spoke to me on so many levels that I just can't get enough of it. The mix of hopeless romantic vibes with classical and jazz style influences are just aspects I enjoy a lot. I spent many hours listening and crying along with her music just because I found so much comfort in them. One of the biggest moments this year was when I got to meet Leve in person at her vinyl signing the day that her album Bewitched was released. When I talked to her, she truly was one of the most genuine and nice people I've met. I also was very fortunate enough to get tickets to her concert to see her live in Philly. These moments were so special to me, and I appreciate it all. Her music, I would say, is a huge contributing factor to who I am now and has gotten me through a lot of tough times. There's plenty of other artists and songs that had an impact on me, but this is just someone who I truly enjoy. If you haven't checked out her music, I highly recommend it. Now on to the more positive side of things. One of the main highlights from 2023 was developing my passion for film. For the longest time, I mostly stuck to digital content and art, but this year, most of what I shot was on film. I've shot film in the past in both high school and college, but this was the first time that I had an appreciation and passion for shooting film. My exploration into film reignited my passion for shooting photos and got me wanting to go out to shoot more. There's something so tactile and analog about shooting film, which makes the whole process of capturing a photo feel more special. I have several cameras that I use now, each with a different purpose. I got the Canon AE1 program in college, and that helped me get accustomed to a fully manual experience. For my everyday shooting and candid moments, I usually carry the Nikon Light Touch point and shoot just because it's so compact and small, and I don't have to worry about any of the settings. When I want more quality and features in 35mm, I use my Canon 1V to take advantage of my collection of EF glass. Recently, however, I've been using the Mamiya 645 Pro TL, which has been an amazing experience. Medium format is just something that I put more effort into each shot and just results in more detailed photos. The most unique camera that I got this year was this 3D printed camera by Chroma Camera, which shoots 6x17 medium format frames. It actually uses a large format lens which shoots these beautiful wide frames. Panoramic photos are so special to me, and honestly, I'm excited to shoot more. Something about the aspect ratio just inspires me and helps me appreciate the world more. After I started shooting film more consistently, I've honestly learned more about the areas that I live in by visiting places I've never been to. Film as a whole is very expensive, but I was fortunate enough to be in a position where I could explore my passion without having to worry too much about wasting shots. Instead, I tried to shoot a lot, that way I could understand different film stocks and how they react to light. Don't worry, I still shoot digital and I love the cameras that do so, such as the ones I'm using to film this video right now. But if it weren't for film, I don't think I would have shot as much as I have this past year. One of my other hobbies that I'd like to explore and make more content for is mechanical keyboards. I think this hobby is quite different and niche, and its peak was during the pandemic, but I just love how functional and unique each keyboard can be. I love desk aesthetics, and I think a good keyboard is the center and heart of any good desk setup. There's plenty of more knowledgeable and talented keyboard content creators out there, but I'd like to continue making videos of the new keyboards I build. I hope to share them with you guys and add a bit of my own creativity to the videos that I make. Isn't the sound profile of these custom keyboards a lot better than an old office keyboard? I'll leave that up to you to decide, but I just hope to build more boards in 2024. There's plenty of moments to reminisce about this past year. I cherish all the moments that I got to spend together with my friends. It's these memories that will last with me and the moments that I can look back on. I honestly believe that your friends are a reflection of who you are, and I'm proud of the people that I surround myself with. I've met new faces and made new connections, which is always a plus. As I grow older and continue in adulthood, I'd like to keep developing my relationships and friendships with others and realize that I'm not alone. If you've made it this far in the video, I'm truly grateful for that. I appreciate you spending the time to watch this, and even if this doesn't get a lot of views, it was great to look back on the past year. And with that said, I'd like to announce that I'll be launching a website. You can find it at www.choikyle.com, and it'll be a place where I can post both my photo and video work. It should be live as of this video, and I'd greatly appreciate it if you went and checked it out. It's something I've been wanting to do to showcase my work, and I'm glad I can finally share it with you guys. Along with my website, I've also made a new photo Instagram. The handle will also be @choikyle, and it'll also be linked down below in the description. Whether film or digital, I'll be posting photos that I've taken, and hopefully we can see my work progress and improve. I'm truly excited for what 2024 has to offer, and I hope you guys stick with me along this ride. Peace and have a happy new year.